It is now time to move on to the Golan Peace Awards, and this is an award given to an organization or individuals who have shown an exemplary service advancing peace and dialogue. Fethullah Gulen is the Turkish Muslim scholar, author, and educational activist. Mr. Gulen has been recognized for his strong support for interfaith and intercultural dialogue, science, democracy, and spirituality. To present our award, I would like to invite up Angelica Gomez, who is with the Austin Jews and Partners of Refugees, our award winners tonight. Angelica?
I'm a bit short. Thank you everyone for having us here. We are so grateful for this award. It is my honor to introduce the coordinators of Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees, Nancy Wolf and Russ Apfel. But before I introduce them, I want to say a little bit about Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees. Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees began last year when a couple of Jewish folks got together and started this work of working with refugees. As they started the work, many other interfaith organizations wanted to be part of the work as well, and so it became Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees. We've helped over 1,000 Afghans have been helped here in Austin. I have been working with HJPR for the last year and have seen how they have partnered with everyone who wants to support our community and have helped Afghans, have not only helped Afghans, but helped us become more self-sufficient and supported our path, hopefully becoming integrated in Austin. I have worked with them as a volunteer and also as the program coordinator for Salam Neighbors, which has helped about 100 Afghans with a program that helps integration after the 3-month period is over. AJPR has demonstrated how people of different faiths can come together to help people in need. They have been like firefighters putting out crosses during the first phase of this effort to resettle refugees and are now moving into a more strategic group to help finish the job. It has been a pleasure to be part of their team, and I look forward to working with them in the future. So without much intro, Russ and Nancy.
Jews have been refugees since the time of the Exodus, through the Inquisition, through the pogroms, through the Holocaust. So we know a lot about refugees. And the first international refugee organization was started in 1880. It was called the Hebrew Immigrant Assistance Society, now called HIAS. And they're in about 20 countries and have locations all over the U.S. My grandparents were assisted by them when they came to the United States. We started working with Refugee Services of Texas several years ago when there were only a few refugees coming in, and it was pretty easy. We set up an apartment, we gave them food, we hung out with them, and we did a family 2 or 3 times a year. In 2019, refugee services organizations all around the country have atrophied tremendously because of the prior administration. And 74,000 Afghans came to the United States in a matter of a few months. There weren't services, there weren't people. The government fortunately gave some money, but it was chaos. And we knew people at RST, and they allowed us to head up a volunteer organization, and volunteers from lots of different organizations asked if they could join with us, and that's how we went from Austin Jews for Refugees to Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees. It was chaotic and crazy, but it was also pretty wonderful to see how all these different organizations came together without ego, without prejudice, working together to help newcomers into the United States. And I guess we can measure success by saying that the dam didn't break. We had thousands of fingers sticking holes in that dike to make sure that nothing really bad happened. Nobody died, nobody went hungry, nobody didn't have clothing, but we're still working on it. And it's still a great task ahead for all of us to continue working and start new programs and really fully integrate our refugees. Austin's an incredibly expensive place to live. There's very limited housing and very little bit unaffordable. So there are still great challenges ahead to work and get these refugees resettled. But they have been incredibly gracious people. We've become great friends with refugees, with other organizations, and it shows that we all can really work together. And when we do, we create more than we could ever do on our own. Refugees are great for this country. They are resilient. They are survivors. I don't know if many of us could have gone through what they did, going through Kabul and dealing with the Taliban and leaving half their family behind and not knowing what's going to happen. So they are a great resource. All the statistics show that refugees help our country. They get great jobs, they're good workers, they become successes here, much more than the general population. So they also provide new blood, new thoughts, new ideas for the United States. So we're so pleased to be able to work with them and pleased to work with all the people here to make this a welcome home for Afghans.
Salam Aleichem, Shalom to all of you in the audience. We're so happy to be here and so honored. Sorry. I was feeling something all day today, and I couldn't name it, and then it came to me. It's gratitude. It's gratitude. And I just want to say, I was so interested in the concept of gratitude beyond being thankful that I looked up a TED Talk. And the TED Talk was by a professor of psychology at the University of California, Davis, who has been researching gratitude for many, many years. And he says that there's a power of gratitude, and for those of us who can feel gratitude, that we are enriched in three ways. One way is that we are healed by our gratitude. If we are feeling worried about our future and uninspired, that having gratitude can help us feel inspired for the future. The second positive effect of feeling gratitude is energy, feeling energized, and keeping going when we have to make hard decisions, or maybe we can't help all the people we want to help. The third is changing lives, and that is not only for ourselves, but also for the people that we touch. And I thought about that, and I just wanted to reach out to all of you and specifically tell you that I am feeling such gratitude tonight. And I would like to say that first of all, the Dialogue Institute, amazing gratitude for recognizing what we're doing along with so many other people. So we get to stand up here and accept the award on behalf of Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees. There are so many partners in the community of Austin that are working to do so much good work. And so I also want to recognize family. We talked a little bit about family, some of us, at the beginning of the program. Russ and I have 3 sons who attended tonight, so we feel really good about their presence. They're my first family, and we have more, but we'll just address the ones that were able to come who live here in Austin. So thank you. And my husband, who, believe it or not, before we retired, he was an electrical engineer, and I was an educator with learning disabled students. Now we're both retired, and we're working together, and we're actually enjoying it. So I feel a lot of gratitude about that to my family. Secondly, we have an amazing leadership team at AJPR. We call them our steering committee. We feel like they are helping us, all of us together, change lives. And I would like our steering committee, those of you that are here tonight, to please stand so we can give you our appreciation. Okay, I love you all. We help each other get through the tough times, and we celebrate the good times. And there are actually 12 of us on our steering committee, and so we couldn't do the work we do without each other. So I really want to say thank you and send you all my gratitude. And in addition, I want to talk about our family of refugee friends. We have really, we've just really learned so much about another culture. We have really, besides feeling gratitude towards them, every day that we spend with them, we are amazed at their gratitude. Here they come traumatized, leaving family, leaving their homes, and all they do, often and repeatedly, is thank us. They have been so gracious, and it's taught me a lot about how when we really have nothing, how we can still have gratitude for the people in our lives. So I do want to say that, they're always grateful, they're always looking toward the future, and they are always feeding us. Can't go into an Afghan home without eating and drinking with them. So it's been a really wonderful experience, and again, my gratitude, our gratitude to all of you for attending tonight, and thank you.
Congratulations, Austin Jews and Partners for Refugees. We are grateful for the work that all of you do on behalf of our local refugees. And I'd like now to invite up to the stage Imam Islam Mossad. He is the Imam of the North Austin Muslim Community Center, that's on North Lamar. As many of you all know, this is the largest mosque in Central Texas.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be to you. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praises for Him. And peace and blessing be upon all of His prophets and messengers, from Adam to Noah to Abraham to Moses to Jesus and to their seal Muhammad. So I was asked to give the concluding prayer. So that's the good news. This is the concluding prayer. No, this was a great event. And like Dr. Puglisi said, I don't know how many of you realize we are blessed to have a rock star amongst us. This is a room full of luminaries, but very, very brief. Growing up here in Austin, Texas, one of the influences on my life was actually Dr. Ismail Faruqi's writing. So it was really good to see that touch that he pushed you to become the rock star that you now are. MashaAllah, as God has willed it. So I'll just say a few words. We're asking the one who has power over everything, as we say, Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, which is He has the power to make anything happen beyond our projections, our statistics. In his hands is not only the whole world, but also between his fingers are each and every person's heart. So we ask him, with all of his most blessed names, with all of his most beautiful names, we ask him to extend his peace and blessings on his prophets and messengers. We ask him, with all of his most beautiful names, to make this a gathering of rahmah, gathering of mercy. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما ولا تجعل فينا شقيا ولا محروما. We ask Allah, the one God, to make this a gathering full of mercy and light and serenity, and not to make any of us here deprived or miserable. We ask him to bless Dialogue Institute of Austin and the brothers and sisters and their spouses and their families who have been making this tireless effort to bring good to this city and good to this nation, and in fact, good to the world. We ask Allah, the one God, we ask him to bless their efforts, to make them continue to be a beacon of light, and also warmth for all of those who are seeking and searching, and for those who only need sometimes that shoulder or that hug that our brothers and sisters are now providing for so many people in so many different difficulties in their life. We ask Allah, with all of his most beautiful names, to bless our teachers and our elders, and also to give Ismail Faruqi himself, give him the highest place in paradise. We ask Allah to bring the people of the world together, to bring them to see their commonality, even if it's around a soccer match. We ask him that he bring us to understand and see our common and shared hopes and dreams and aspirations. And in conclusion, Salamun qawlan min Rabbir Rahim, Salamun qawlan min Rabbir Rahim, Salamun qawlan min Rabbir Rahim. Peaceful words from the merciful Lord. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
That's a wrap. Thank you all for sharing your time and your treasure with us tonight, and thank you for supporting this vital mission that I think we need now more than ever. Congratulations on 20 years. We hope to see you here 20 more years and beyond and beyond and beyond, and we hope those peace islands continue to grow and multiply. Don't forget your gifts. There's a gift bag on the way out. If you made a bid on a silent auction item, check the table on your way out. Please be safe going home. Peace be with you. Good night.